About 2 weeks ago, the nation of Israel suffered a horrendous terrorist attack, which has led to widespread suffering and still infighting, as it were, in that region, an area that we definitely need to be praying for. I want us to talk about what to do when the going gets really hard and when things seem almost impossible and a solution seems very, very hard to find. We may not be going through a war. You may not be going through a war. And certainly for those who may be watching this, who may be listening in, who are going through tremendous difficulty and great strength, we need to hear what God has to say about how to get through when times get really, really hard. My name is Kwame Rubadiri, and you are watching CITAM Church Online. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 30, an event takes place which is really remarkable and helps us to truly understand what we can do and should do when the going gets really, really hard. The Bible talks about David and his fighting men from verse 3 of 1 Samuel chapter 30. The Bible reads, "When David and his men reached Ziklag, they found it was destroyed by fire, their wives and sons and daughters taken captive. And so David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to weep." David's two wives had been captured, Ahinoam of Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel. Verse 6 says that David was greatly distressed because the men were talking of stoning him. Each one was bitter in his spirit because of his sons and daughters. But David found strength in the Lord. Then David said to Abiathar the priest, the son of Ahimelech, "Bring me the ephod." Abiathar brought it to him, and David inquired of the Lord, "Shall I pursue the raiding party? Will I overtake them?" "Pursue them," he answered. God answered, "You will certainly overtake them and succeed in the rescue." So, number one of the things to do when all of life seems to have fallen apart around you is to pray, to ask God to come into His presence, regardless of all of the dangers that may be around you or what people might be saying about how terrible this situation might become. The more we listen to the negative, the deeper we get into depression. But David took time away and he prayed. He sought the Lord and asked God, "What should I do?" And he didn't just leave there with his prayers before the altar of the living God. He waited for an answer. Many times we are too much in a hurry. We come to God with our deepest concerns, our heaviest burdens, and we ask Him to do something about them. And we pray, we ask God. We are in anguish in many times, but we don't always stop and take a few moments, maybe even a few more minutes, just to hear what is God saying to your spirit. So if you're going through a difficult time, if you're going through a tremendous time of testing, do pray and ask others to pray for you. But take time to hear, what is God saying for me to do in this situation? I know you will find your way out because the Lord always answers prayer. God bless you.